working out probably since I was about 9 years old. I was really involved in sports and just being a part of a team. So it kind of just went from there as I got older, just liking the way it felt, liking the way I looked, liking the energy that I had. So I just continued, and it just became something I wanted to pursue as a career.
Oh, okay, I got you. So that was kind of going to like the next question. How do you stay motivated? It's just something that you really enjoy, like the challenges of it, or what keeps you motivated?
It's definitely the challenges of it. Definitely trying to come up with new workouts and trying to be more like intense about things and precise, and just trying to figure out what muscles, what workout works, what muscles, so that I can just make sure to hit all. I don't really know what to call it, but all areas of fitness.
Gotcha.
Definitely.
So what would you think would be like the main strength needed to keep like this type of lifestyle? Is there a main focus on that?
You mean like a mental thing or a body or both?
But either. Like, is it more mentally you think that keeps you going?
Oh yeah. Oh, you definitely have to have mental determination. Definitely. I would say keep it fun, and remember that it has to be based off your lifestyle. If you may work an 8-hour shift all day, and there's then someone who works, I don't know, nights. Someone who works nights doesn't want to go run. I would say they probably wouldn't be too into getting up, coming in from work at 8 a.m. and running 4 or 5 miles,
Right.
So you need to work it into your schedule and your lifestyle and continue to make it fun. If you're a stay-at-home mom, you got babies, you got toddlers. Maybe you don't have time to do a full 20, 30-minute workout, but you do have time to do some squats while you're doing dishes. You know what I mean? Like, you got to definitely work it it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be draining. It doesn't have to kill you. You don't have to do what this marathon runner is doing or what this athlete is doing. You just have to be consistent and have fun. You have to enjoy it. That's the number one goal to fitness, is enjoying what you're doing, or else you're going to fail. If you don't like it, you're not going to want to do it.
Now, I know that, not recent, but kind of recent, that you did get sick. What was your motivation to get up and keep going? How did you get past that?
Not being sick. I don't want to be sick. Like, how do I fix this? I've always been one to look at, I got a cold, I have GERDs, I have a stroke, whatever it is, how can I work around this, even though it's in my life now, to make sure I'm just as functional as any other human being, I guess. When it's a sickness that you're stuck with, like maybe a disability or, stroke or GERDs like I have, and stroke, which I had.
When you had your stroke, what do you see now that you're limited on?
Oh, I was supposed to be completely incapable of using my left side. I was supposed to be completely disabled. And I still have a lot of, like, if I try and do this, like, left side hand does not move well. My fine motor is off, like buttons and small things, but gripping, like lifting a weight, obviously, you see, I can do that. I fix my workouts to work for me and to make sure I can still get the benefits of a full workout that someone who doesn't have them.
Yeah. So on days that you were just like really not mentally feeling it, and you do need to work out the day, it's not like a rest day, how do you motivate yourself to get up, or is it okay to take a rest day?
Oh, it's definitely okay to take a rest day. But even my rest days are still my workout days. I just switch to workout. I may not work out as hard. Definitely listen to your body. I work out as much as my body will. Maybe I'm used to doing, 4 reps of, or 4 sets of like 15 reps of sit-ups or something. I may switch that to maybe 2 that day and may do them throughout the day. Just kind of definitely listen to your body and do what it's telling. Now, if it tells you not to work out, don't work out. Sometimes I like to run, but sometimes I run for 20 minutes. Walk for 20 minutes instead of run for an hour. So it all just depends on what. Now, there have been days that I've tried to push myself, even though, which is good too. You don't. Sometimes, listen to your body, but sometimes feeling that your body is not where it's supposed to be is also telling you that you need to do more,
right?
To kind of
make
it stronger. Yeah, you need to make it stronger. So don't use that as an excuse not to try to do everything that you can't do as well. Because sometimes it is telling you that is signs to tell you push harder.
Now, with your new diet with GERDs, do you find yourself having more energy, or is it harder?
I would say, there's a 50-50, that's kind of a 50-50 answer, because it's harder sometimes because you can't always find the foods that you need, and having the right nutrition, the caloric nutrition value that you need in your body is more difficult to find, which could make you have low energy. You know what I mean? But the days where you hit it and you get it right, I definitely have more energy than I've ever had before, when my diet wasn't as strict as it is now. So,
okay. What is GERDs exactly? Like, what happens if you do not eat the right foods?
It's basically, I call it acid reflux on crack. Acid reflux on crack is what I call it. It's the same idea of acid reflux, just a stronger stage of it. So for me, they call it the, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but I think it's called the sphincter, the ring of muscle that's around the bottom of like your esophagus, or where your food goes into your stomach. Okay. Is loose. It's basically broken. So it's not doing that contraction it's supposed to do to stop the acid from flowing up into my esophagus, and up in my throat and in my mouth and all those, nasty places when you feel it. Sometimes you feel it in your ears, it's kind of crazy. Yeah,
just burning?
Taste it. Yeah, it's a lot of burning, a lot of heartburn, a lot of chest pain. Sometimes you may feel like you're having a heart attack. Even back pain. And I get stomach cramps. Kind of varies for everybody if you have GERD, you know what I mean by that. But if I don't, say I decide to have an orange or dairy, which anyone with GERD knows citrus and dairy is not, well, even without GERD, lactose intolerant people, it's pretty, the acid on your stomach, it's pretty intense for digestive system. Yeah. So that's definitely something you stay away from, or you will feel the effects of, not being able to. It causes a lot of aspiration, which is when it's hard to breathe, because that acid is flowing. It can flow into your heart. Like for my issue, it flowed into my heart and in my lungs. So therefore, now I have heart palpitations and scarring on the lungs and a bunch of other problems, which also I have to watch for. So it's very important that I stay focused on certain foods that are less acidic and calming to the stomach. I guess it can be a challenge because sometimes those options aren't there. So pack snacks. I always have a snack in my bag. I always have something I can eat or something I can heat up if I'm going to a friend's house or barbecue or something. Yeah, just in case.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. That gave me a whole new outlook on GERDs because I'm not familiar with that. So thank you for your time, and I know that we'll be back up next week too, just to learn more about you and checking in with your workouts and new recipes. I'm excited.
Thank you.